Like, how do you feel about the outfield depth of the Rays right now throughout the system?
Yeah, I think Mangum is a guy that's been deserving of a shot for a long time now, and I really hope he gets it, and I expect him to. He can really defend out there. So like, the break glass for like in case of emergency, guys. You want someone that can just get out there, defend, and put bat on ball. Like I think the scouts have been harsh on Mangum because he's a high chase guy or whatever. Like you're not playing him 162 games. You're in a spot where you need somebody that can go play good defense in the outfield, is a switch hitter, speedster, and he hits near 300 every year. Um, I can understand the scouts, just perspective and concern of how it could play at the big league level consistently, but I do think Mangum's an absolutely like solid plug and play guy. If needed from a depth perspective. Meisner's a tougher one because you always are dreaming on what could be if he can hit enough, but I think at this point you're probably assuming it's just not going to be there enough from a bat to ball perspective. But I think with Meisner, what was his first? I think he made his first big league at bat. It was like a pinch hitting opportunity against like I don't remember if it was like Chapman or it was something ridiculous or like Class A. It was some elite closer, and I was just like, damn, poor guy. But I still think he's good depth. Like that's a guy that can plug and play, wherever you want in the outfield. He can run into a home run. He's going to strike out, but I think that's another decent outfielder there. And then I do think DeLuca is an underrated player. And I know my co-host Jack McMullen, who when the trade went down, loved it for the Rays. Obviously, we loved it because of the Pepio, but DeLuca is a very sneaky, at the very least, if he's not hitting the way that you want him to, you're still going to look at the end of the year and be like, oh, wow, he's 2.5 WAR because of the defense and just all the little things that he's going to do. But that bat can still play a little bit too. And then Josh Lowe has always been one of my guys. Like I love him. I will say I'm a little skeptical on Morel and left, but I know the Rays like those types and he hits the ball hard. But I think from a depth perspective, it's not necessarily bad if you're assuming that Morel can hold on to his spot and DeLuca does what we think he can do. The thing is if those guys struggle, then you're kind of just plugging and trial and erroring and hoping somebody can, kind of grab onto a spot out there.